I'm Niambi, and I will be guiding us through a deep stretch practice this evening. So you are welcome to make your way into a comfortable position on your mat, on your back. I am going to begin in recline bound angle. You can use your bolster if you have one, whatever's comfortable and whatever will support you in releasing this evening. So begin to notice your breath. No particular breathing pattern at this moment. Just notice and allow your body to release and begin to let the day go. Be still. Be still. Be still. Be still and breathe. 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 Release. 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 Expand. 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 Be still and breathe. Release. Be still and breathe. Release. Be still and breathe. Feel your body getting heavy. Notice the points of your body that are in contact with the mat. Feel the grounding and support of the mat, of the ground. Just allow your body to settle into that feeling and release. We're going to take let's take three. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths. We'll take a deep inhale, and then we will sigh it out with the audible ha. So we'll take a deep inhale and exhale. We'll do that again. Deep inhale. Really fill up and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And just let it go. So slowly, you want to draw your knees in, bring the soles of your feet on your mat, and we're going to do a spinal twist. You can take your arms out into a T, and your legs are hips width distance apart, and then you'll just slowly drop your legs toward the left. The knees are not stacked. There's space between my knees. Adjust your hips as necessary, adjust your shoulders. You do want both shoulders on the mat. Take your arms out into a T. And if you'd like, you can take your gaze over to the right. Once you do all of that, then just settle in and breathe. In deep stretch, we hold the poses for 3 to 5 minutes to allow gravity and time to support our bodies in releasing. So on the inhale, you fill up, and exhale, you see if your body can make any more space in that twist. And breathe. And breathe. So as we enter a new month, the month of August. August is the 8th month of the year. And in numerology, 8 is the symbol of new beginnings. 7 is the number of completion. So whatever has gone on these past 7 months, you can release and leave it there and prepare to enter a new cycle, new month, new beginning. So my intention for class this evening is embracing the new. And sometimes new is uncomfortable, sometimes new is unfamiliar. But how will we wrap our minds around that discomfort, around that lack of familiarity, to allow ourselves to be able to experience something new? And breathe. So on your next inhale, you'll slowly engage your core, draw your knees up through center, adjust your hips if you need to, as we prepare to drop our knees over to the right. That same spinal twist on the other side. Adjust your hips, adjust your shoulders. You can take your gaze over to the left. And once you are adjusted and comfortable, settle in and find your breath. If it's in your practice, you can take your right foot and rest it on top of your left knee, and that is going to deepen the stretch in that left side. If you you want to try it, you can. And if your body says not today, you can take your foot down. But it's just taking the step, trying something new, assessing, and then deciding how you proceed. And breathe. You want to notice any place where there may be tension. So when we do deep stretch, you may have a tendency to tense up in other parts of your body. So just do a scan. And if you notice any tension, send your breath there and try and release it. And breathe. So if you put your right foot on your left knee, you can release that bind. And then on your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back up through center. Adjust your hips. Now we're going to draw both knees in for a full wind relieving pose. Squeeze nice and tight. Now you can either grab above the knee or you can hold behind the knees. If you have a strap, this is someplace you can use a strap. And rock side to side. Really give that lower back a nice massage. Maybe you do some knee circles in one direction. Maybe you do circles in the opposite direction. Engage your core. We'll squeeze in one more time. If you have a strap, you may want to grab it because we're going to do some leg stretches. If you don't have a strap, that's fine. If you have a towel, you can use that. If not, that's fine. You can just hold your leg. So we're going to draw your left knee in for half wind relieving pose. I don't know why I'm so low on my mat. You're going to straighten your right leg down to your mat and draw your left knee in. And we're just going to hold here for a few moments. You can point and flex your feet. I'm sure you can hear mine snap, crackling, and popping. Circle your ankles. You go in one direction, stop, go in the other direction. Release any tension in your shoulders. And when you're ready, we're going to straighten the left leg up to the ceiling. Now, you can hold behind the knee, you can hold behind the thigh, the calf, wherever is comfortable. And before we begin the stretch, I invite you to just massage. Massage down the back of your leg. And that massage can just be a gentle squeeze with your fingertips. Massage the back of your knee. Massage down your hamstring. And if there's any place that's really tight and you want to stay there for a few minutes, stay there and just love on yourself and give your body what it needs. Massage down and massage back up. And if you have a strap, you want to grab it now and put it over your foot. Like I said, if you don't, you can use a towel or you can just hold wherever is comfortable on your leg. So we're going to do a crossbody stretch. So you want to take the left leg across the body. So you put your strap in your right hand and send that leg over. Don't worry about your left hip coming off the mat, but you do want your left shoulder on the mat. So your hip will come up, shoulder down. Take your gaze over your left arm and just feel that stretch. You should feel that stretch coming from, I feel it from my lower back and then all the way down the outside of my leg. And so once you find your edge, once you find where your body needs to go tonight, then just settle in and find your breath. If you have a block, you can rest that left leg on a block, a pillow. If you're close enough to the wall, you can put your leg on the wall, your couch, wherever, whatever you need to support your practice. And breathe. And breathe. So on your next inhale, engage your core and slowly come back up through center. Pass your strap over to your left hand, and then we're going to take that leg out to the left so that we get a good stretch up that left side of the groin and the inner thigh. Take a cleansing breath if you need to, and then take your gaze over to the right. Settle in and breathe. Okay. And breathe. Don't forget about that right leg. It should be engaged. You don't want it just swaying in the wind. So you want to put some strength into it. Make sure that it is stable and it's stabilizing you. Engage your core. Even though these are stretches, we want to be engaged, stabilized, not just rocking all over the place. And that's for safety. So when we engage our core, we protect our lower back. And breathe. About halfway through the pose. A little more than that. On your next inhale, slowly engage the core. Draw that left leg back up to center. If you use the strap, release the strap and slowly float the left leg down to meet the right leg. Maybe just do a little full body stretch. Maybe you need to shake your hips out a little. And when you're ready, so you can bend your left leg just to anchor yourself and draw the right leg into your chest. It helps me anchor. And then straighten the left leg down. And again, we're going to hold here and halfway relieving for a little bit. Circle. And breathe. Correction. Wait. relax. Remember to release any tension in your shoulders. I just noticed that mine had tensed up. So sometimes when we're moving through poses, we can hold on to some tension. And it has to be a constant body scan and release. You know, once you release one time, it's not one and done. And that's how life is. You have to do a constant scan, release what no longer serves us, and prepare for what lies ahead. When you're ready, take an inhale and straighten that leg up to the ceiling. Woo! And remember that each side is different. Oh, this leg is not happy. So we're going to massage down the back. No judgment, just awareness. Our right side needs some love. Massage up and down behind your kneecap. Maybe circle your ankles. Feel that stretch. And then when you're ready, take your strap or your towel, sit over your foot, and we're going to take, what do we do first? Across. So put the strap in the left hand, take that right leg across the body. Remember that right hip can come up, but you want the right shoulder down on the mat. And take your gaze over to the right. And then figure out what you need. Then breathe. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. And remember, you are never stuck. So if your body needs you to come out of a pose for a moment, reset, and then come back in, absolutely you should do that. If your body needs you to draw both legs in and squeeze in a tight hug, absolutely you should do that. You are never stuck, and so listen to what your body needs. And breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly engage your core. Draw your leg back up to center. Pass your strap over to your right hand and open out to the right. Take your left arm out. Remember to activate that left leg. So you should feel stretching down the front of that leg that's on the floor. And take your gaze over to the left. Adjust and breathe. And breathe. So your next inhale, slowly engage your core. Draw that leg back up to center. If you're using a strap, release it. Slowly float the right leg down. Woo. And maybe you bring the soles of your feet to your mat and just take a few passes of windshield wiper to help release. Maybe you take it nice and slow and deep and massage. Come back the other way. And then we're going to squeeze in for one more wind relieving pose before we rock up to all fours. We're going to rock up and come to all fours, which is also tabletop. When you come in tabletop, you want to make sure your joints are stacked. So you want hips over knees, you want shoulder, elbow, wrist. And we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So with cow, you drop down and inhale. With cat, you exhale and arch up like an angry cat. Cow, we drop down. Inhale. Cat, we exhale. Arch up. And so let's just go through 3 rounds at your own pace of cat and cow. You can circle your neck if you need to. If you need to rotate your hips while we're here in tabletop. And then just find your 3 rounds at your own pace. Once you've completed your round, you can find stillness, and we are going to thread the needle. So with thread the needle, I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see me. You will still be in tabletop. You'll take your right hand and place it under your nose. You take your left hand up to the ceiling to open up and stretch, and then you will thread through. You can rest your head on your mat. Reach your right arm forward. Balance out your hips and settle in on the left shoulder. So this is a shoulder stretch. Okay. Yep. Very good. Now, once you're here, if it's in your practice, you can take the right leg out to the side, and that's going to roll you onto the left shoulder. It's going to make the stretch a little deeper. You want to make sure that that leg is coming right out the hip socket. So you don't want it too high or too low. And that's just going to give you a deeper stretch in the left shoulder. You can try it. If it's not for you, you can put it down and breathe. And breathe. Engage your core. And remember, as you breathe, your body may make more space. So maybe you didn't put the right leg out, and maybe you take a few more breaths and then you try, or maybe you did and you were too tight, you put it back, maybe you try again. And see if your body is making more space for new options and new variations and new beginnings. And breathe. If you want, you can take this right arm and put it behind your back. That'll help open up your chest. That's an option. Whatever you need this evening, be sure to take it. So if you folded your arm behind your back, bring it back. If you took your right leg out, draw it in. And you're going to slowly use your right hand to press up and unwind. Take that left arm back up to the ceiling just for a moment in a counter stretch. And then we will do the other side. So you'll place the left hand under your nose. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. And then you thread through and reach that left arm forward. And maybe you just stay here for a few moments before you make any adjustments and just let your body settle in. So if you want to try taking the left leg out, you can do that. Take it right out that hip socket and roll over onto that right shoulder a little more and breathe. And breathe. You want to put that left arm behind the back and open up the chest. Again, and breathe. So if you put your arm behind your back, bring that out. If you took the leg out, draw it in. Then slowly use your left hand to press up. Slowly unwind and take that right arm up just to counter stretch and then bring it down. And we're going to press back to child's pose. So in child's pose, put your two big toes together. You really want to focus, pressing your hips back and get that motion and that energy going, and then take your arms forward. You can rest your head on the mat and breathe. You can rock your head side to side to massage that space between your eyebrows. It helps calm your nervous system, relax your body, and breathe. And breathe. So on your next inhale, we'll slowly begin to walk your hands back. Slowly bring your knees in. Woo. You may want to come up and pat your feet out. And we're actually going to do a toe stretch. So you want to tuck your toes. Your knees are about hips width distance apart. Make sure all the toes are in, even the baby toe. So tuck your toes under and then slowly walk your hands back. The more upright you come, the deeper the toe stretch will be. And maybe you do some shoulder rolls while we're here. You roll your shoulders back. Pause. Roll them forward. Maybe you squeeze them up and down, up and down. Maybe you take your head, your ears side to side. So drop your left shoulder to your left, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Opposite side, right ear, right shoulder. Forward and back, chin to chest. Drop your head back. Left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Drop your head back. And we'll do that one more time. Left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. And drop your head back. Excellent. So come forward. Ooh, 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 ooh. And slowly, gently, pat your feet out. That was a good deep toe stretch. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So maybe pat, shake, whatever your feet may need. And then untuck your toes, and we're just gonna sit back for a few moments because we want to stretch the top of our feet and our ankles now. And so that counters the toe stretch. So unfold your feet and just sit back and breathe. We won't be here too long. Take another deep inhale and exhale. And one more deep inhale and exhale. And we'll slowly come up again. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. And then just find your way onto your bottom to an easy seat. Crisscross applesauce, as the kids call it. And we're going to do some lateral stretches, but we're going to flow first. So you'll tent your fingers on the mat, and we're going to slowly inhale and exhale. You're gonna move very mindfully. And then you'll inhale when you're coming up and exhale. And then we'll go on the other side. Inhale and really think about it, and exhale. Feel the energy come from your body through your whole side body. Inhale. Engage your core and bring that arm down. Exhale. Mindfully, gently. Inhale. Yes. And exhale. Feel that stretch and really push through that side body. Press that left hip down into the mat. And inhale. And exhale. We'll do the other side. Inhale. Bring it up. And exhale. Press through that side body. Ooh. Feel that stretch. And inhale. And exhale. So this time when we bring the left arm up, we're gonna hold. So we inhale and exhale, and you come down onto the right arm and hold. And this is where you're really pressing that left hip down, engaging that core, and drawing this energy all the way through your fingertips. You should be able to move your head and your neck. You don't want your neck stiff. And breathe. And breathe. And one more breathe. And engage your core and inhale. Use that right arm to press up. Exhale. Bring that left arm down. And we will inhale the right arm. And this time we're going to hold it. So come down on that left arm. Exhale. Remember, each side is different. This is my tight hip, my tight side, my tight everything. So just adjust as you need to. Press that right hip down. Make sure your neck is not tense. Feel the power through your fingers. And once you've done all of that, breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So your next inhale, engage your core. Use that left hand to press up. Inhale. Bring the arm down. Exhale. Woo. Shake it out. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay. So now we're going to go into deer pose. So deer pose is basically two right angles. So we'll go deer pose with the right leg in front. So you want to bring your right leg is parallel to the top of your mat, and then the left leg comes in a right angle on the side. The key with deer pose is, I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see me. You want to balance out your hips. So you will feel the stretch in this left hip socket. So if you rock to the right, then you won't feel anything. So if you have a block, this is some place where you can put a block here to sort of really put yourself back center. And once you're there, you should feel all through this whole left hip socket, around to the glute muscle. If you feel that, you're in the right place. And then breathe. So you turn back around just so that my ankles are on the mat. And breathe. If it's in your practice, you can slowly walk your hands forward and fold over. And then that will give you the stretch in this left side, and it'll also give you a stretch in this right thigh as well. And breathe. You feel tension, breathe into the tension. Envision the tension releasing. Send your energy and your thoughts and your intentions to that space. And support your body in releasing. And breathe. On your next inhale, you'll slowly walk your arms back up. Come upright. You can use your left hand to bring that right leg around and unfold the left leg. Bring the left leg around, unfold the right leg. Do a few passes of windshield wiper before we set up for the other side. And when you're ready, you take your left leg parallel to the top of the mat. Right leg goes 90-degree angle on the outside. Remember to bring yourself upright, center on your hips. And so you will feel that stretch in that right hip joint socket. And really just getting that warmed up. You can even do this if you want to go back and forth a little bit to get the fluid moving in that hip. Remember, you can stay here or you can fold over, whichever's in your practice. And breathe. Come down, you can try it. You can go in and out, whatever your body needs. You're never stuck, and each side is different. And breathe. So on your next inhale, slowly walk your hands. If you fold it over, walk your hands and come upright. Use your hand and bring that right leg around. Take a few passes of windshield wiper. And we're going to make our way onto our back. So straighten your legs out in front of you. Flex your feet. Reach for your feet. Engage your core. This is the only little bit of core work that we do in deep stretch. So try to make it count for the month because I don't do anything else on my core. I need to though. So slowly engage. Lower down. 5 vertebrae. Oh, I have to work on that. Okay, we are going into happy baby. So happy baby, your feet are as if they are standing on the ceiling. You can grab behind your knees. You can open up nice and wide, or you can grab the outer blades of your feet. Oh, I have to rock to get there. And then you open up nice and wide. The energy is drawn down. So you want your shoulders down, away from your ears. You're drawing your knees down towards your mat. You are pressing your tailbone down into the mat and really getting a good stretch through those hip sockets. It is a hip opening stretch. So once you get there, settle in and breathe. Release any tension in your shoulders. And breathe. Now, while you're here, you can stay grounded, or you can rock your baby side to side. You can stretch one leg at a time, side to side. Or you can simply stay right where you are, and that is perfectly fine. See what your body needs. If you find a position that is really good and feels good, like I have cranky right side, and so just being right here is what my body needs. It does not need me to move anymore. It needs me to stay and hold, and that's what I'm going to do. And breathe. Really release when you breathe. So slowly begin to draw your knees, and you can release your feet. Release your feet, or if you were holding behind, release. Draw your knees in. Let's squeeze in for one more full wind reliever pose. And then we are going to go to waterfall or legs up the wall. But just rock side to side if that feels good. If you have a block, we're going to do supported waterfall. If you don't, that's fine. All you have to do is put your legs straight up in the air, or if you're near the wall, you can scoot over to the wall and put your legs up the wall. I'm going to use the block for supported. So if you have a block, you press your feet into your mat, lift your hips, position your block, and take your feet up. And just settle into this inversion. It's a really good posture for the end of the day. It's really good for helping release swelling in the ankles and the lower extremities if you're up and out and about all day. It's really calming. I'm going to silence myself for a few moments. Just breathe. On your next inhale, you'll bend your knees, place your feet flat on your mat, Remove your block and prepare for our final pose, Shavasana. So if you have a bolster or a pillow, you can place it behind your legs if that's comfortable. If you have a blanket that you want to wrap up in, whatever you need to get comfortable for our final pose of rest. And when you're ready, just find rest. Let me be brave. Please, let me see my choices clearly. Please, let me be brave. Please, let me see my choices clearly. Please, let me be brave. Please, let me see my choices clearly. Please, let me be brave. Please, let me see my choices clearly. Please. So slowly begin to bring your awareness back into the space. You can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, flutter your eyelids. And when you're ready, roll over to your favorite side. Use your arm as a pillow, curl up nice and tight for fetal posture. We end our practice in Shavasana, which is corpse pose, or the pose of surrender. And in order for us to welcome and embrace new beginnings, we must be willing to surrender. We must be willing to let the past go. And then we come here to fetal posture, which is that representation of new beginnings, new opportunities. And it serves as a reminder that after every ending, there is a new beginning. When you're ready, use your hand to press up to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. I thank each of you for joining me this evening for class. I greatly appreciate you allowing me to guide you through your practice. I do not take it for granted. And bring your hands to the space between your eyebrows, your third eye, your intuition. The light in me sees, honors, and appreciates the light in each of you. Namaste.